Good morning, Ian Crouch with your 8:30 Hunter News update. A 61-year-old man will face court today charged over the domestic violence murder of an elderly woman at Port Stephens. Police say the man attended Newcastle Police Station yesterday afternoon in relation to an incident at a home in Fern Bay. Officers went to a home in Taylor Road and found the body of an 88-year-old woman who was known to the man. Police set up a crime scene and commenced investigations. The man's been charged with murder and refused bail to appear in Newcastle local court today. A man will remain behind bars charged following the death of another man in a Cooks Hill apartment. Emergency services were called to a unit on Derby Street in the early hours of last Wednesday morning and found a 53-year-old man with critical injuries. He was treated by paramedics but died at the scene. On Wednesday, police arrested and charged a 24-year-old man with aggravated enter-dwelling with intent and using an offensive weapon in company with intent to commit indictable offence. He's been refused bail to face court in February. The Save Walker Reserve Community Alliance says the plan to revitalise the Walker Waterworks overlaps at points. 8 documents are currently on public exhibition until the end of January next year, including a plan of management, master plan and conservation management plan. Alliance Chair Michelle Keith has called for the original site to be restored. She says multiple ideas are planned for the same patch.
There are parts of the plan that are really good. They're going to interpret the filter beds, for instance, and that's fantastic. But then when you're looking at the workers' cottages, they're putting picnic shade shelters over them. You know, the power station is becoming a park, but it's actually got archaeological relics on it. So under Heritage Act, can that happen?
A man's pleaded not guilty after being accused of lying to police about his dog being assaulted at Market Town in Newcastle West. Police say they were told a Rottweiler had been injured by a group of young people while tied to a tree outside the shopping centre on October 5. The dog was later put down. An online fundraiser launched by the family of the accused man raised more than $10,000. However, police allege the owner wasn't in the area on that date and charged him with false representation, resulting in a police investigation. He's due to face court again in January. Business Hunter is calling for the controversial Narrabri gas project and Hunter gas pipeline to be fast-tracked. It comes after a report's been released outlining the risk to the state's economy from a declining gas supply. It warns the state faces a looming gas crisis which threatens jobs, small business and the future of key industries. Business Hunter's support for the gas project is at odds with Upper Hunter farmers who say the proposed pipeline will do permanent damage to their properties and harm the environment. More than 70 artworks made from pieces of discarded plastic are now on show at Swansea and Charlestown libraries. The Waste to Art exhibition features works made by local artists and students, including a representation of coral made from old plastic. Waste to Art coordinator Joe Lane says schools have been taking part.
They go to the beach every morning and they find things that have been deposited there and dropped by waves, and they make beautiful things that are like they could find Barbie dolls out in the street and recreate those. And then some people, but maybe more the schools and so on, are helping the kids look at when you're having milk each day, you've got these bits of plastic that are throwaway. You know, is there something else that we could be doing with those?
2NURFM Sport.
The Jets are out to show the rest of the A-League women's they mean business in their clash with Melbourne Victory at number 2 Sports Ground tonight. Third-placed Newcastle are set to get even better on the pitch, with midfielder Sophie Hoban likely to make her first appearance since April. Coach Stephen Hoyle told NBN he can't wait to have last year's A-League Women's Playmaker of the Year back on the pitch.
Just her energy, her engine in the middle of us, who she is as a person. Like she's, when you're the Fans Player of the Year last year, it's because you're an exciting player to watch play football. So, yeah, it's really good for us to have her back.
Elsewhere, the Jets men's side will be looking to build off last week's win over Wellington when they take on league leaders Sydney FC at home tomorrow. And Newcastle's Kate McTaggart starred with the bat for Country New South Wales in their Under-19 Women's National Cricket Championships match against Queensland. The skipper posted 74 not out, but ultimately wasn't enough for the win, going down by 8 runs. That's sport. I'm Will McGrath.
And the winning numbers in Powerball are 2, 15, 16, 19, 25, 31 and 35, and the Powerball is 14. And now you're up to date with the latest 2NURFM Hunter News.